Hey guys, welcome to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com. Thanks as always for watching. Before we get to the mailbag questions here, real quick, I would like to remind everyone who wants to go or is planning on going, SummerSlam tickets are on sale now. The pre-sale code is going on. The pass code is WWE fan. I suggest if you're going to buy tickets that you do it now because the general public sale is Saturday and I believe they're going to go very fast. And after the show, we're having our annual NoDQ.com post pay-per-view get-together. This year it's going to be at Hooters down the street, so if you're going to be in the area or if you're attending the pay-per-view, we'd love to see you. I'll be there, Noah Donish will be there, and perhaps Mike Nagel will be there and some other people. So it'll be a good time. It's always a good time every year, and it's really fun getting to meet some of the fans of the website and just interact, and fun times. So with that, let's get to your questions. Do you think that Matt Bloom, aka Lord Tensai, will last long in WWE? He is 39 years old and can't have that much long left in his in-ring career. Your thoughts? I think that at 39 he's starting it up there, but he's still got several years ahead now. Matt Bloom, A-Train, Lord Tensai, whatever you want to call him, I think he was a very effective heel in WWE during his first run, and he did really well, I thought. And he's been in Japan for the last 6-7 years now, and he's done really well. And he's gone a lot better, and I think it's a good time to bring him in and give him one last run. And I think it's good for him because he can have another 3-4 years where he can be a top-level guy and make some big money so he can retire and not have to worry about money for the rest of his life. So I think it's a plus for him, and it is a fresh face, so it's somebody who has experience who's coming in and is going to be in a prominent role. So I think it's a good thing. Now, as far as changing the character, I'm not really sure if that's going to be a good idea because he could come out and a lot of fans might start chanting A-Train at him or shave your back, and that will hurt the character. So we're going to have to see how things go. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of younger fans that aren't going to know who he is, but then again, you're going to have the older fans who are going to feel like their intelligence is insulted, and they're going to chant things. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But I think he'll have a good run because just the fact that he's improved a lot and he's a monster-like character, and they're going to push him perhaps as John Laurinaitis' bodyguard or something like that. And I think it'll work out well. Let's see here. Do you think if WWE made The Miz interfere in Rock vs. Cena that would be the worst mistake that they made in a while? All the hype marketing and WrestleMania is that one time a year where older fans watch would make WWE look bad just to market a Rock vs. Cena 2. I think it would be a bad idea to have Miz interfere. Now, WWE is teasing that Miz is going to do something. I mean, he's been on this losing streak, and he needs to do something big to get his name back into the limelight. I think it would be a bad idea to have him in Rock vs. Cena. I think Rock vs. Cena should have a clean finish, or if somebody's going to turn, like John Cena's going to turn, do something where he cheats to win, but don't have anybody interfere in this match. I think it would take away from the match, and I think it would be a big downer to end WrestleMania if you have someone like Miz interfere. I think it should just be Rock versus Cena, have the match go the way it's going to go, and then build up to a rematch down the line where the other guy wants to get his win back on the other one. Has Kevin Nash left WWE, or is he only in a backstage role? To my knowledge, Kevin Nash is done with WWE. He had his brief comeback, and since leaving, he shaved his head, so it's pretty clear to me that, at least from a wrestling perspective, he's done. Now, I am sure that there will always be an opportunity for him if he wants to come back and do some sort of backstage role. I mean, Triple H is there, so Nash is always going to have friends in high places if he wants that kind of job. And perhaps he's just happy right now being out of the limelight and being able to spend time with his family and that kind of thing. So, I mean, perhaps one day we'll see him back, but I don't think he's going to be wrestling again. I think that his in-ring career is pretty much over at this point. Where do you see Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle 5 years from now? Hopefully I see them retired. I mean, in Kurt Angle's case, he's banged up, but he's still going out there and having great matches in TNA. What I'd like to see personally is Kurt Angle come back to WWE and have one last run for a year or two and then call it a career. I think that would be the best way for him to go. And Perhaps the same with Jeff Hardy. Maybe him come back to WWE one more time, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't know if WWE wants to bring him back. They might feel he's too much of a liability. But I think it would be good for both of them to come back to WWE and end their career on a high note, because ending it in TNA I think is a little bit of a downer, but who knows what's going to happen. And I just hope both of them are able to retire happily and not have to end their career because they have no choice. Hopefully they'll be able to walk away on their own. That's my opinion. This has been bothering me for a long time now. I think Orton is the top guy in the business. He gets the loudest entrance ovation out of everyone in the everyday roster. Why doesn't he get the WrestleMania attention that he deserves? I'm not sure I would say he gets the loudest entrance reaction, at least the shows I've been to. He gets a big reaction, but he's never been, I think, at John Cena's level for that matter. And I mean, the thing is with Orton is that they put him to SmackDown. They wanted to have a top baby face once Edge went down with injury, and that was Orton's role. But the thing is, WWE is trying to push some new talent. And because of that, Orton gets stepped aside a little bit. I mean, you have Sheamus now they're building up. They're building up Daniel Bryan. They were building up Wade Barrett before he got hurt. And that's just the way things are going right now. I mean, Orton's kind of on the sidelines. Now, I'm sure if the right opportunity comes along, Orton will be right back in there in the main event. And perhaps after WrestleMania, they'll get Orton back in the main event picture. But for now, he's got his role, and that's the way things are going. I mean, it's unfortunate for him that he's in a match with Kane that it was just thrown together at the last minute, and not really a lot of build up for it. But I mean, that's just the way things go sometimes. What were your favorite and least favorite moments of WWE in 2011? My favorite moments was when The Rock came back, and they did the whole thing back and forth between Rock versus Cena with the Fruity Pebbles and all that. That was extremely entertaining. The least favorite moments for me would just have to be the pushes of Miz and R-Truth. I mean, if you're going to push these guys, you should go all the way with them. But with R-Truth, they built him up to a match with John Cena, and they didn't want to push R-Truth. They put him in the main event, but he won matches by countouts, and he didn't get any decisive wins going into his WWE title match. So it cheapened the title. It made R-Truth look bad. I just didn't care for it too much. And then same thing with The Miz and Survivor Series. I mean, you have John Cena and The Rock, and The Rock's first match back in 15 years, or not his first match since his debut, excuse me, but his first match in several years. And you have The Miz and R-Truth in the main event, yet you book them like they're jobbers. I mean, and then the Survivor Series buy rate is disappointing, and you wonder why. So, yeah, I mean, that was my least favorite moments, and yeah, kind of interesting. My favorite and least favorite moments involve Rock and Cena, so there you go. All right, that'll wrap things up for today's edition of No DQ&A Video. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for checking out the videos. Make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/NoDQ&AV. Spread the word. Tell a friend, tell a family member, anybody watches wrestling, let them know about the videos, and we'll see you next time.